So one thing I can tell you about these phones is the screen is your friend. As long as you watch the screen, you can always tell what call I'm on, what call may be coming in, and what options I may have at any given time. At the top of the screen, you'll notice there's a bar across. It'll always tell you the date and the time. And in the upper right, it'll tell you your extension. And that's a number that people can call to reach your particular phone. Now you also have at the bottom of the screen what's called soft keys. And here it says redial, new call, forward all. And that's what it says whenever the phone's on the hook. If there's a call coming in, your soft keys would be different. If you actually on a call, you'd even have a different set of soft keys. So it's very intuitive. You have the options you need when you need them. Now another thing about this screen, it's not a touch screen. So if you actually touch it, you're going to leave nothing but fingerprints. You're going to have to break out the Windex, so watch out for that. But if you want to actually press one of these soft key options, you're going to press these buttons underneath here to select any particular option. Now also, some of the buttons underneath here, we're going to go into detail on that. This button that looks like a gear or a flower, think of it as kind of a menu button. And it actually will show you call history, preferences, phone information, admin settings. You really don't need to worry about that. The two main ones you need to use at any given time are call history and preferences. Now in call history, if you were to select that, it'll actually give you a listing of all the calls that have been made to that phone or received from that phone or placed from that phone. Basically, it'll hold up to 100 calls in the directory, and after 100, they'll roll off. You always have the latest 100 with the latest ones at the top. And you could scroll down through them, and maybe if you missed the call, you can go back and see the call that you missed and actually call them back from the directory. Now your second option under the Applications menu is Preferences. And if you're selecting Preferences, you can actually get to Ringtone. You may need to change your ringtone option on your phone. It's very simple to do. You would select ringtones, and you have about 7 or 8 different options. You can scroll through here, and you can actually play a few of them, get a feel for some different ringtone options that you have. And if you find one that you like, you can hit Set on that, and you can apply those changes, and now every time your phone rings, it's ringing with that particular ringtone. Now when would this come in handy? Well, if you're in an open area where you have multiple people and multiple phones, and you all have the exact same ringtone, it's hard to tell whose phone's ringing. But if you guys select each one, I'll take ringtone 1, you take ringtone 3, you have a unique ringtone, so you know when your phone is ringing if you may be stepped away from your desk. So the next button over that looks like a book that's open is your directories menu. And when you go to it and you select corporate directory, which is the second option there, you actually have a corporate directory. Everybody that has a phone number within your phone system for your company is going to be listed in this corporate directory. You may know who you want to call, but you don't know their extension right off. Well, you can actually select the corporate directory, and you could enter a first name search or a last name search, and you could actually find the person that you're calling, find their extension, and then actually call them from the corporate directory. So it's like having a virtual directory right at your fingertips. Hold up, before we go any further, you see that button right there? That is the hold button. So if you ever want to put a call on hold, now you know what to do.